So, what do you think ultimately gave you the ability to overcome so many obstacles and still become this amazing woman that you are today?
Anger, rage.
Not expecting that one. Just waiting for love.
It's really both. It's sorry, I'm gonna have some fun with that.
Of course.
There are two things. There are two things that are very important to me, uh, and I really do believe this. I lived through, and I don't need to go into details. Pretty much every woman I've ever met will have had some experience. I lived through some horrible trauma. I mean horrible, like just unfathomable. Um, and I remember coming through that, and thankfully I lived. There was even a chance at one point I might not live through that. It was that bad. Um, but coming through that to the other side, I remember thinking that I really had a choice. I saw women getting into middle age that were so bitter and angry and resentful and miserable. And I remember thinking very clearly that I had a choice to make, that I could let that trauma and all the horrible things I lived through inform that, or I could really choose to love. And 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 so one of my commitments to myself has been that whatever else I do, I will love full out. I will absolutely seek to love full out. And I don't always do it well, and sometimes I do it really messy, and I get my heart broken a lot, right? Over pets that I lose, and but I always come back to that. And then the second thing is there's actually a period of time I went through where I experienced homelessness during some of that for a short period of time. And I had read this article, this is a long time ago, in a fashion magazine that was talking about gratitude. And that sometimes you can't change your circumstances, but you could change how you perceived them. And the article said that you should try to find a way to find 10 things every day. And I remember thinking, well, I got not much else, and I gotta figure this out, and I don't want to be bitter and angry and resentful, so I'll try it. And I can remember so clearly. I remember for a very long time, the first things that went on my gratitude list was I was grateful I had a pen that had ink in it. I was grateful that I had paper, and I was grateful that I actually had a light that I could see to write. Those were my first three. Um, and I did that over and over and over again, every day trying to find 10 things. But you know what's amazing now? You roll that forward 30 years. And we now know there's actual beautiful articles written in Psychology Today that two things that can change your neural pathways are love and gratitude. And so, yeah, I really encourage gratitude practice. And